This is Actualize Freedom, straight talk on growing clicks and conversions on Amazon FBA from people doing it every day. Now here's your host, digital marketing acrobat, Danny Kenji Carlson.
What's up, guys? Danny Carlson here with the Actualize Freedom podcast, and today we're going to be talking about listing optimization from someone other than myself. It's always good to get more than one perspective on how you should be optimizing your Amazon listings and taking advantage of what really is the most amazing traffic machine ever created for e-commerce products, right? Everyone's so worried about external traffic and Facebook ads and Google SEO and all these things, while we forget that Amazon still is the be-all, end-all platform of e-commerce and where most of the traffic comes from. So I brought on Kamaljit Singh to talk about this. He has a similar agency to Kenji ROIs where he produces it for his clients and has a totally different way of doing things. So I wanted to get his opinion and share with you guys on that. So welcome to the podcast, Kamaljit.
Awesome. Thanks, Danny. It's great to be here. Thank you so much.
Excellent. And maybe just give a little quick background on what you have done with Amazon listings. What's your experience in this field?
Okay, so let me talk about myself. I started selling on Amazon in 2015. I started with the retail arbitrage, online arbitrage, then jumped into the wholesale, then finally ended up doing private label. So that was doing well. So I was quite active in the Amazon community. I was organizing some meetups for the Amazon sellers. So a lot of people started asking me about services. Hey, what graphic designer do you use? Like, where do you use? Who's your copywriter and stuff like that. So that's where I found the opportunity to start AMZ One Step, and so I sold my Amazon brand in 2018, and since then I've been working with AMZ One Step full time. So it's been a nice journey so far, and we have created over a little over 900 listings on Amazon so far. So we will be celebrating over 1,000 listings pretty soon.
Awesome, man. Awesome. And let's go a little bit into your listing optimization methodologies. What do you think are the most important things? I think you have a really good way of thinking about things. So what's like your frameworks or the way you like to optimize your listings?
Okay, Amazon has been changing like quite fast. Now we have strictly, we've been following, keep it natural, keep it as simple as possible. Don't try to do the keyword stuffing. Just talk about your product itself and the benefits, and that's pretty much it. Just keep the keyword research in mind and write content around that. So that's pretty much have been the secret. Just keep it simple, keep it natural. Talk about the products, talk about the benefits, and have great images. That's basically the secret sauce for the listing optimization.
So where do you find the balance between keyword optimization and keeping it simple and keeping everything not keyword stuffy there?
Okay, so what we do, we try to do. It starts with the research first. For example, when you get a new listing order, or when someone's creating a brand new listing, what you need to do first, do some research. See at what keyword, what's the competition. You don't want to always go for the highest search volume keyword. If there's like shit ton of competition, you can always target the long tail keywords or the keywords that not a lot of people are searching for. So look at the competition, see how many listings are showing up on page one, how much your budget allows to get to the page one. On some keywords you're probably never going to make it to the page. You're never going to make it to the page one. On the others you can. So it's all about what keyword you're targeting, what's your budget, and just create a listing around that, right? So if you're targeting any long tail, or if you're targeting any phrase that has the major keyword in it, and just don't try to go in all different directions. Focus on one or two different keywords that you're targeting, and that's gonna Amazon's the system, the new algorithm system is so advanced, and it's going to keep getting better and better. So they'll try to rank, the natural, the simple listings much higher than the keyword stuffing and any other methodologies. So just keep it simple. That's what have been working for us.
And do you guys think about any certain keywords? Like if there are a bunch of related keywords, you have a list of really relevant keywords. Do you think about getting a lot of those single words into the listing, or do you really just focus on only your top 4 or 5 main phrases and just make sure those are somewhere in the listing? Like, I'm trying to think like where on the spectrum between keyword stuffing and just not really worrying about it are you guys?
Okay, so we target like 2 strong keywords in the product title, and all of them, like the one word stuff, we try to fit that in the bullet points, like 1 or 2 at least in the each bullet point. But our first focus is to make it look natural, to make it look simple, and then see where we can fit those one word keywords and go from there.
Yeah, I definitely like that approach. And do you guys have any troubleshooting tips as far as Amazon pay-per-click goes? So, for example, if there's a phrase that by your data, it looks like a high volume search phrase and is very relevant to your product, but you're not indexing for that keyword, or you're not able to get any impressions on your pay-per-click. Do you guys have a process to go through to troubleshoot that?
Yeah, so what you can do in that case, if you're not getting any impressions or anything, just make sure that keyword, put that keyword in your listing if it's missing that. And sometimes it can take up to 1 month, 2 months Amazon to figure out that if you're going to get impressions on that keyword or not. And it could also be a problem in your PPC. For example, if you have like multiple campaigns going on and you have similar keywords or the exact same keywords in the 2 different campaigns, then Amazon do get confused because you're bidding higher on the one campaign and you're bidding on the same keyword lesser. So it really depends. We really need to take a look at the PPC campaigns, how exactly you're running it, what's your, how long you've been running the PPC and stuff like that. But it really depends from case to case. We need to take a look at, your PPC campaigns itself to figure out what exactly is happening.
Yeah, I know for a lot of people, they see a really high-performing search term and it's getting very low impressions and very low sales, but they're not realizing that that same search term is actually doing quite well in their automatic campaigns, and their automatic campaign is getting, tons of traffic, whereas maybe their exacter phrase is not really getting a lot of the traffic. So definitely make sure you're checking your search term report on that one, guys. And then let's quickly hop into images. So what do you recommend that people really focus on for high conversion rate images on Amazon?
Okay, so just make sure you got like variety of everything. You got a nice hero shots, like high quality images. You have some nice lifestyle images, which are the key problems or the key benefits that buyers might think of. For example, if you're selling, let's say, omega-3 capsules or omega-3 gummies, whatever, you're not selling the pills or the capsules. You're selling the benefits, you're selling the lifestyle. So that's pretty much it. So you have some nice lifestyle images and make sure you're talking about the results and the benefits, then other boring stuff. So that boring stuff can go into the text or the description, and make sure your listings are talking, your images are talking to the buyers. They can imagine themselves in the images, whoever your target audience is.
And so creating good lifestyle images is not really an easy thing, right? You need some models, you need a good location, actually showing the main benefits of some products. With a lifestyle image is a difficult thing that requires some good shoot coordination and coordination of maybe some props or something like that. So are there any tips that you can give to people how they can either coordinate for this for themselves, or find a local photographer even capable of coordinating something like this for the products?
Exactly, that's a really good one, and sometimes it can be expensive too. Getting the models. Sometimes you may need like 1 or 2 models. Sometimes you need like a baby model, which can take forever, or pet models, right? So what we've been doing, we are really good with the stock images. We take the photos in our studio and then have them Photoshop on the stock images. We have been getting good results on that, and we make sure that the photos are not looking photoshopped, and they're blended in nicely with the stock images. And the reason why we've been having good success with the stock images is because all those images are licensed, and you can pretty much get any kind of stock image available on, either it's on Adobe Stock or Shutterstock. And there are some products which can't really go with the with the stock images. Then we got no choice. We have to just find a experienced photographer locally or send the product uh, somewhere and get the lifestyle photos done.
Excellent. And the last thing I want to touch on here is the benefits of brand registry. So obviously you can get a video in your main image slot and A+ content, also formerly known as enhanced brand content. So those are the fancy descriptions with the images, right? What do you recommend if someone just got brand registry, they're brand new to it, or they're about to get their brand registry? How should they go about creating either a video or A+ content or both? Like, where's their priority of what to create there to increase the conversion rate?
It really depends on the product itself. For example, if the product is in the electronics niche or somewhere where you need to explain to people how it works or how to assemble and stuff like that. If your product is in that kind of category, get the video uploaded right away and make it easier for the people that how your product actually works and how to use it, or if there's any directions you need to give. If it's something simple, get the A+ content done as soon as possible, because that's what that's going to do. That's going to give you a little bit, not a little bit, it's going to give you a lot more real estate on the Amazon page. You can have up to 7 modules on your, on your content right there. That's going to index you on the multiple keywords as well. And the product description part or the A+ part shows before the bullet points on the mobile. If the people are shopping on their cell phones, that is the important part, which is going to show before the bullet points. So it really helps in the conversion if you have the A+ content. For someone like who's recently got the brand registry, I would say it's worth the investment. Get the video and A+ content uploaded as soon as possible.
And absolutely agree with that. And we're coming to the end of our time here for this shortened episode. What tips do you have for someone if they're a more established brand and they already have their listings up and they're doing pretty good, but they don't know how they can make them do even better? What's the first thing they should look at? Maybe like a framework for identifying even what they should be working on, or what kind of advice do you have for us there?
Okay, so if you're already a successful, Amazon seller, or you have like lots of listings and they're doing well, first thing I would do, start making start running your promotions. It's also a funnel on the Amazon page itself. You can run promotions under the advertisement tab. You can go about buy 2 or get 3rd free, or buy this and get like this much percentage off on your next order. Have that kind of promotions on your listing. For example, if someone's scrolling down, so because you're already as an older seller, you're already getting like lots and lots of traffic, and those coupon codes can kickstart your sales up to by 5 to 15% immediately, because there's many people who are just scrolling down. So that is the first thing. If you're not doing that already, start running promotions on that, and that's going to kickstart your sales. That's something you would do. And next thing you can do is start hitting the sales outside Amazon as well. So just don't keep all your eggs in one basket. Have sales coming in from your social media channels like Facebook, YouTube. It could be on Instagram, and start going off Amazon as well. One of my friend, he was selling rat traps. What he did, he launched his product on Amazon. All he did, he made a how-to video on YouTube, and he was getting sales immediately. And he's got like more than 100,000 views on YouTube, and that is like really targeted audience. And people are just watching the video. End of the video, they're clicking on that link and going to Amazon. So these are some of the things that you can try immediately if you're already doing well on Amazon.
I love it. Well, thank you very much for your time, Kamaljit. And if people want to reach out to you or learn more about what you do online, where's the best place for them to do so?
And reach us at go to our website amzonestep.com, or reach us at info@amzonestep.com. We'll be happy to help.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. And guys, if you're looking for any of the resources from this episode, you can find that at actualizefreedom.com. And if you haven't already, go leave us a review. We've made it really easy for you. Go to ratethispodcast.com/free. KenjiFree and leave us a review on the podcast. Really appreciate it, guys. And until next time, go out there and kick some ass.
For show notes and resources mentioned in this episode, visit KenjiROI.com.